Jeffrey and I both feel the honeymoon can wait until later because we really want to be here with Eden through this whole thing.
It just seems a little self-indulgent to take off and be by ourselves at a time like this.
Now, listen, Eden's probably going to try and convince us to go anyway, but you'll back us up on that, won't you? Daddy?
There is a more immediate problem that has to get settled.
Oh? What's that?
I don't think I can justify Pamela's inclusion in this wedding, that's what.
What?
Jeffrey, I'm not trying to hurt you, but seating her in the first row of the ceremony and putting her on the dais at the reception would be tantamount to my admitting that she's part of this family, which I do not intend to do.
No, wait a minute. She is gonna have a place in the family, no matter who approves or disapproves of it. She's already got one. She's my mother.
Granted. What I am saying is I can lend my presence if it looks like I am welcoming her or endorsing her being there.
I can't believe you're saying this, Daddy.
Believe me, it is very hard for me to say, but that's the way it is. So what it comes down to is that you two will have to make a decision whether it's going to be Pamela or me.
Are you going to be all right?
I will be in a month or two.
I hope it's sooner than that because we have to meet with Judge Larson today.
I know that, Julia. I was up half the night preparing my statement. Eden sort of sobered me up. I was fine then. It was only this morning that everything came in on me.
Mason, you had better straighten yourself out before we meet with Her Honor, because if we can't get her to set bail for the appeal, Cruz is going to have to do hard time in prison, and we both know what his chances are at that.
Julia, I know what the stakes are, and I promise you that I will be dazzling in chambers today. Just don't ask me any hard questions for the next 10 minutes or so, okay?
You know, I would feel sorry for you if you hadn't brought this on yourself.
It doesn't matter who brought it on, Julia. The point is that I'm suffering. The consequences are the same. I wish you could see the inside of my head. Can you see the outside of it?
Very clearly.
Thank God it's still there.
You know, I hope that the judge is lenient with Cruz's sentence.
Well, I'll try to redeem myself by wringing Judge Larson's heart. And failing that, her neck.
Just a nice, impassioned plea would do very nicely. We cannot let Keith get away with this. We have to help Cruz.
Yesterday, you tell me there's nothing seriously wrong with her. And the day I find out she's blind.
When I first spoke to you, all the tests looked normal. We had no way of knowing.
Then when you finally did know, you didn't tell me.
Gina asked me not to.
But how am I supposed to know? I don't know how long is she gonna be that way.
At this point, we have no way of knowing that. We're going to be running some more tests this afternoon, in which case we may find out that it was nothing serious at all.
Trivial blindness.
You can have temporary blindness. And it may be subconscious trauma as well as a physiological problem.
Wait. Listen, there's a meeting I gotta go to, okay? But I don't want to leave until I know what's going on in there.
There's not much else I can do for you until we do more tests. Look, go on, keep your appointment. When you come back, maybe I'll have a pleasant surprise for you. It is possible that when she wakes up, maybe the condition may clear up by itself.
Right. Honey?
Keith?
Yeah. Just came in here to find out how things are going. How are things going?
I don't know. I haven't opened my eyes yet.
It's okay, I'm here.
Thank you.
So how about it? How about taking a peep?
Oh, Keith.
Come on. You gotta be a big girl. You gotta find out.
I can't. I just can't. And what if I open my eyes and I still can't see?
Come on now. Be brave.
I will.
For both of us.
Keith, you're hurting my hand.
I know. I'm sorry. Come on. Please. For me. Try.
All right.
Well?
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, come on. It's okay. Listen, he says it's just temporary. Maybe it's even psychological. Come on.
Keith, I'm blind.
He says you're going to get better.
Well, what does he know? What am I going to do?
Look at it this way. It's a chance to make new discoveries. I mean, think about it. People are, like, lining up to get into sensory deprivation tanks.
Yeah, but they know they can get out.
I'm serious. I mean, you can, like, discover new vistas. Oh, come on. It's just going to be temporary. You might as well make it interesting.
What, are you crazy?
Dear, darling, we are two inventive people. If we have to, we'll find a way around this.
Yeah, sure.
I have a meeting this morning.
In the morning?
Temporarily. I'll be back, okay? When I get back, we'll see how you are. And then we'll make plans.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. You be a good girl. This is an adventure. Come on. I'll see you later.
I don't care how good of a friend ТиДжей is. He's absolutely driving me nuts.
Ted, you just gotta be patient a little bit longer, all right? I'm taking him to the doctor today, and hopefully we'll get the splint off, and that way we won't have the problem
I
any
sure as
longer.
hell hope so. It's been 3 days now. It's absolutely my outer limit.
Listen, don't worry about ТиДжей anymore. Just concentrate on your own business. You've got this meeting today, and I want it to go well for you.
I know, but this whole home life of mine is interfering in the wine business.
Well, don't let it. Mm. That's better.
Oh, gosh. Look, just because I'm smiling doesn't mean I'm not serious.
I know. You're very serious.
I am. I'm very serious.
Leyken, I need help.
What is it, ТиДжей?
I have a little trouble getting dressed.
I'll see you tonight.
Have a good day, man. And actually, I could use a shower, but, well, as you know, I can't use my hands.
We've talked about that before.
Hey.
I can't do that for you.
Well, can you at least do my belt?
Yes, I can do your belt.
Hey!
You deserve to be strangled.
What's going on? Oh, you mad at me or something? Am I getting on your nerves?
Yes, you are getting on my nerves.
What's with you? What are you so serious about? I mean, the old Leyken used to be able to see the fun in everything.
Yeah, and then I grew up and realized there's a little more to life.
Yeah, well, my trouble is I usually realize things too late.
Realize what?
Realize, like, I don't want to be alone all my life, you know? I want to have somebody to share things with. And I had exactly the right person. I let her go. Yeah.
We both made mistakes, ТиДжей. And I'm not about to make another one. Let's get you to the doctor, shall we? Are you saying Mother feels the same way about this you do?
Yes, she does, kitten.
Daddy, you're actually going to make us choose between you and Pamela.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to subject your mother to the ordeal of having Pamela at the wedding. It would be an insult to her.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I realize that's not a very kind thing to say, but my experience with your mother's a lot different than yours is. And if I'm being inflexible, I am sorry. There's nothing more I can do about it. Excuse me.
Yeah. I'm beginning to remember just how much I disliked that man and why. You know, the only two things he ever gave to my mother was abuse and neglect, and he's starting it all over again.
What are we going to do?
I don't know what you're going to do about him, but I am going to have my mother at our wedding. That's it.
I know we are, Jeffrey. I want her there, too. Fine. No, fine. Our families are going to fight. Let them solve the fights. All I know is we're going to get married, even if we have to run away and do it secretly.
Hello?
I can't believe you're asking me to do this.
Oh, come on, honey. You're a big girl. Now don't be so shocked. Listen, just answer me one thing. Do you trust me?
It's not a matter of trust.
Honey, come on. I mean, people don't make love, at least not usually with all their clothes on.
I wish you had told me sooner.
Look, I didn't know it was going to be necessary, okay? But, I mean, Victoria, a script is a living thing, all right? I mean, it goes through changes. And believe me, we need these scenes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, plus this is going to mean some extra money for you, and that's something that I'm sure you can use, am I right?
Yeah, I just don't know what Mason's going to say when he finds out.
He's going to recognize this as a fine, tasteful piece of work that's totally integrated in the storyline. He's going to be proud of you. I mean, after all, the guy's not crazy. He marries you for your body as well as your mind.
Yeah, well...
Take my word for it, the guy's going to deal with it.
Yeah, right. I'll think about it, okay?
All right, fine, you deal with it. But just don't think too long on it, all right? Because I got a shooting schedule to maintain here.
Yeah.
Look, sweetheart, don't worry about it so much, all right? I mean, you're going to be as proud of this movie as I am. No, I shouldn't even say that. It's not going to be a movie. It's going to be a film. It's going to be a great film, all right? And it's going to be a nice piece of change for you, all right? Now, that's art and commerce combined. Hey, what could be better, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess I can deal with Mason when the time comes.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
Has anyone heard from Mr. Timmons?
His office called that he's on his way. I'm sure he'll be here shortly.
Yeah, I can imagine what he'd say if we were late like this.
Oh, hi. Hey, I'm sorry. I had an emergency. Didn't my office call you?
I'm not an answering service, Mr. Timmons. We're 15 minutes late already. I'd like to get on with it.
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead. I'm prepared.
Your Honor, the defense is planning new evidence in the Castillo case, and we would like to make a motion that he be released on bail pending review of this appeal.
Oh, Your Honor.
Mr. Timmons?
Bail should be denied. I mean, number one, the man is a convicted murderer. Number two, he's backed by the Capwell money. Who knows where he'll be if he's freed?
All right, Miss Wainwright. What is this new evidence you're talking about?
We are going to find the man in the suit that Pamela Conrad saw leaving the Laser Palace.
Oh, come on. Are you going to continue perpetuating this myth? Why is it? I amply demonstrated in court that Mrs. Conrad's testimony was bought and paid for. How can we give any credence to what she said on the stand?
The only thing you've demonstrated, Timmons, is that you have an uncanny knack for twisting testimony to suit your own ends.
Excuse me, but didn't you help pick the 12 jurors that saw it the way that I saw it?
All right. Let's not turn this into a sparring match. We are trying to arrive at an equitable decision here.
Your Honor, before a ruling is made on the issue of bail, we ask the court to take into consideration Mr. Castillo's distinguished record as a police officer. And the character witness's testimony to his integrity, his honesty, and his reverence for the law. We also hope that these testimonials will influence, Your Honor, in terms of the sentencing itself, which we hope will be minimal.
You guys keep coming back to this portrait, excuse me, caricature of Castillo as being some kind of saint. I mean, whatever it was before, he shot Elena Nicholas in cold blood. The man is a murderer. He deserves any punishment. This court delivers it should be maximum.
Not a murderer. The only reason you want to see him punished is because he hated him since high school.
Gentlemen, I have told you before, I will not stand for this kind of personal sniping in my courtroom, and neither will I tolerate it in my chambers. Resort to it again, and you'll both find yourselves sampling the penal system firsthand. Now, I will look at the defense motion for bail and take that under consideration. I will also take under consideration your request for lenient sentencing. I will let you know when I have an answer.
Well, I'm sorry we haven't been able to pinpoint the problem yet. But we do have some more tests we have to run.
I just can't believe this is happening. What happens if no one can find out what's wrong?
We will, Gina. Just give us some time.
For some reason, I believe you. I don't know why. I mean, that's crazy.
Why is it crazy?
Because I don't even know you. I don't know anything about you. I don't even know what you look like.
What would you like to find out?
How?
Feel free. I know it ain't much, but it's mine.
I know you didn't shave this morning.
I forgot. Again.
You have a strong nose.
Only broken once.
I can't really get a picture of you, though.
Well, it takes practice. Go on. If you want to explore some more, it doesn't cost anything.
No. No, thanks.
Hey, come on. I know I'm no movie star, but was it that bad?
Just that I'm scared. I'm so scared.
I don't blame you, Gina. But on a good note, the other tests have turned out fine.
Promise me one thing. That whatever it is, you'll tell me the truth.
I don't do business any other way. I wouldn't worry, Gina. You look like the type of person that can handle just about anything.
Morning, Lionel.
Good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Not so bad so far. I'm just reading in the paper about this rise of Delta Pharmaceuticals in the market. It says that the success is due largely to Beast Cologne.
Hey.
No kidding. Do you own any stock in it?
Yeah, thanks to my broker's foresight, I have a few shares.
You should do that, Jake, you know, invest in Delta. That'd be great.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a little piece of the action.
Well, I'll give you my broker's name. He says Delta's still on the upswing.
Hi. Hi.
You waiting for Meyson again?
Yes, actually, we have a lot of work to do.
Oh, yeah, I know. You always have these legitimate excuses to see him all the time.
Excuses?
Oh, come on, face it, Julia. You see him day in and day out. I'm left alone, and frankly, I'm a little sick of it.
Victoria, I'm sorry. I can't help that.
Yeah.
You have a job, and you have friends.
What friends?
Mel, your director.
What about him?
Well, you spend a lot of time with him, don't you?
Yeah, but it's strictly professional. An actress works very closely with her director, certainly not as intimately as you and Meyson do.
But that kiss, Victoria, was that part of the job?
Oh, come on, Julia. That was completely innocent and harmless.
Well, maybe you want to stop exploring with Mel so much and stick more to the beaten path.
Oh, you know, isn't this interesting how you've turned around this entire conversation and aimed it at me?
You know why? Because I feel attacked. I have felt attacked, and these are warning shots, all right? Please don't do this anymore. Not right now. Just stop it, and let's forget about it.
I have to have some answers, Mother. Anything you can tell me that might help Cruz. Anything.
I can't think of anything.
Think back to the man you saw leaving the Laser Palace. Is there anything you can remember that might help us identify him? Something about the way he walked, about the way he dressed?
Nothing.
What about the money my father paid you? Have you told me everything about that?
I'm sorry. The only thing I can tell you is that your father is still doing his best to drive me out of this town. He could make my life very miserable if I let him.
Damn it. When is he going to stop trying to control people's lives? They can't live here unless he approves. They can't earn a living unless he doesn't object.
Oh, darling, don't let yourself get upset. I've no real investment in this town. All I want to do is be with my family.
They want to be with you, too.
Then, if things did change and I had to leave this town, would you be willing to leave with me?
I never intend to be separated from you again.
Meyson, you do not know what it means to me to hear you say that.
But you're not going to have to leave Santa Barbara. And nobody's going to make you leave.
Why?
I've got a plan that's going to keep you here permanently. I want to buy a house for you. I want you to settle down here. For good.
Oh, Meyson, I'd love that.
So the thing is, I've been watching the dailies, and even though I think you are doing a good job by and large, I gotta be honest with you. I mean, I don't think your acting is gonna set the movie business on its ear, okay?
Yeah, like I knew this wasn't right for me.
No, hey, don't give up. I think if you take acting classes, that'll help you a lot.
Absolutely, yes, without question. Lessons will absolutely do it, but lessons will not make you a star. What does is the right exposure. Now, what we have to do, Jake, we've got to find a way to show you off better, okay? Something to exploit your qualities, and I think I've come up with just the right thing. No kidding. What is it? Okay, I've got a couple of new scenes for the script. Now, what I did, I sat down with the writers and I said, look, these kids need something special, right? We have to see their special qualities, right? So we brainstormed it for a while, and we came up with a couple of new love scenes that I guarantee you are going to show off your masculinity to its best
Wait a minute,
advantage.
what kind of love
here?
scenes?
I'm talking primal, elemental. All right, let's get your star over here, okay? She knows about it. She can probably explain it better than I can. Victoria, sweetheart, could you join us for a second, please?
Julia, this is for you.
Thank you.
Forget it, all right?
No, come on, you know, Jake, I know what you're saying. It's exactly how I felt when Mel first talked to me about it, but really, the scenes are going to be very tastefully done.
Absolutely. I mean, we're not talking some cheap pornographic approach here. Believe me, I've got a reputation to uphold. I mean, what we are talking is mature, adult emotions given free expression. That's it. Listen, don't decide now, okay? Just take the script, read over the new scenes, see what you think, and then we'll talk about it. I mean, nobody wants anybody to be unhappy here, right?
You got it. Okay, well, once you read it, we'll all discuss it later on, and we'll talk, okay? Excuse me.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
That was Meyson. He was on his way over here.
Julia, you know what really bothers me? Is that Meyson doesn't seem to know I exist. He's not interested in my work. I don't even think he knows that I'm doing a movie.
Victoria, have you ever invited him to see your work?
Oh, many, many times. Not only does he not show up, but he forgets that I asked him.
Like I said, he's on his way over here. Why don't you wait, and then you could straighten things out?
No, Julia, I've got my pride. No, I can't beg.
Asking isn't begging.
It is when you have to do it more than once.
I know it sounds a little weird, Doc. I just want to keep this stuff on for another week or so.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, you can keep it on for a few more days, though I don't know why you'd want to.
Well, but Doc, I mean, if you let me keep these, I'm going to realize a dream of mine.
Yeah, right. Come on, let's go.
All right, thanks. Guess who?
Keith, I'm glad you're here.
Not just me. I brought somebody else. Here. Look, I can't believe I say that.
Just tell me it's okay.
Okay. Here. It's your new sensory exercise.
What is it, a teddy bear?
Close. He came with a friend, too. Here. I brought candy. And magazines.
What? No 1,000-piece interlocking jigsaw puzzle? What am I supposed to do with magazines unless you're in good voice?
That's funny. I love the sarcasm. Darling, no. It's for when you can see again. Like, what do you... Here are the titles of the articles here. You want to hear?
Sure.
Okay. 10 sure ways to marry a rich man. Your guide to America's most exclusive jewelry auctions. Luxury vacations for the pampered and the famous.
What is this supposed to be, Keith? Incentive?
Yeah. You want to read again, don't you?
What kind of a question is that? No, I like being like this. I love spending my days blind in total darkness.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how to be. I want you to be well. I want you to see again. You gotta see again.
Stop trying to run my mother out of town. I've needed her all these years. I finally find her, and all you can think about is trying to get rid of her.
Meyson, my son, I don't think you missed as much when you were growing up as you think you did.
Nothing but her unconditional love. God knows I never got anything unconditional from you.
My wanting to get rid of Pamela has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the whole family.
I have no whole family without her. Can't you understand that? That's why I'm doing my best to make sure she stays in town.
Don't you care about the rest of us? She's only one person. You do have sisters and a brother.
She's not going to harm them. That's a myth that you've been perpetuating, that somehow by her sheer presence in town, she's going to split this family apart. But who's the one making threats? Who's the one causing dissension? Not her. If anybody's going to divide this family, Dad, it's you.
I've read the new scenes.
So fast. You must have moved your lips. Just kidding. Well, so what'd you think of them?
Not much.
Not much. What's the matter? You got some specific objection? I'm sure we can make some changes. Something?
Yeah, look, Mel, there's not enough money in Hollywood to get me to do this stuff.
Really? Well, I guess that proves what I thought all along. You don't have what it takes to be a real actor, huh?
Look, if I've got to do something as degrading as this to be in a movie, I'll pass. And I can't understand how Victoria would allow herself to do it either.
Well, Victoria happens to be a professional.
Look, I never wanted to do the movie to begin with.
It's that bad, huh, Jake?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it is.
Well, fine. Fine.
You think it over, Sonny, okay?
But if I were you,
I'd change my mind, because once word gets around that you don't like to cooperate, nobody in this town is going to want to hire you, and that includes me. Ciao. Kelly, I mean, you should have read those scenes. It's not one or two, it's 6 of them. Totally nude. I mean, forget about it.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Look, Jake, I am so proud of you for sticking up in what you believe in. That man... And I have to admit, I was even afraid that you were going to fall into the glamour of Hollywood.
That's not my idea of glamour.
Well, you have just proved that you have more class and more character than all of them put together. Hi. How'd it go?
Lousy.
Ozzy, what happened?
I don't know. We just gotta put a lot more work over there at the winery. On apart. What are you doing?
All right.
Hey, Leyken, I can't get the water off. Leyken!
Here we go again. It's always something.
Hey, Ted. Sorry about that, you guys. Once I got that water on, I just couldn't turn it off.
I thought you were supposed to get the thing off today.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's rotten luck, man. Doctor said I'm gonna have to keep it on for at least another week.
Terrific.
So, what are we guys gonna do today, huh?
Well, we guys, I think, are going to take a ride up the coast and have some lunch somewhere.
Oh, yeah? Where are we gonna go?
TJ, I think it's just gonna be Leyken and me.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, I don't want to be a third wheel or anything, you know?
No. In fact, I think Leyken and I would like to talk about it a little bit in privacy, if you don't mind.
Oh. Well, sure, I'll leave you guys alone then.
Не буду мешать. Пойду посижу в другой комнате.
Мне не хотелось говорить в присутствии ТиДжея на тот случай, если ты говорил серьезно, но я приготовила ланч на 3.
Отправь в морозилку. Съедим в другой раз.
Конечно, я могу так сделать. Но дело в том, что ТиДжей не может есть сам.
Слушай, а теперь это навсегда, да? Мы поселим ТиДжея у себя на всю оставшуюся жизнь?
Нет, конечно, нет. Всего лишь на несколько дней. Пока у него не заживет рука.
Ты с ума сошла. А если не заживет, мы так и будем вечно нянчиться с ним, да?
Тед, ты невеликодушен.
Да, верно. Я веду себя как эгоист. Ну иди сюда, дорогая, к черту все. Я просто хочу, чтобы здесь все было как раньше.
Так и будет. Наберись терпения.
Извините, я не хотел мешать, но я обещал Джейку, что позвоню Мэлу насчет фильма, а номер набрать не могу.
Мы еще не закончили. Будь добр, ТиДжей, дай нам еще несколько минут.
Конечно, Тед, извини. Я ухожу.
Ted, just let me go dial the phone for him. That way I can forget about him and concentrate on us.
Wait a second. Wait, you don't have to jump at him when he snaps his fingers.
I wish he could snap his fingers, then I wouldn't have to do anything for him. Honey, don't be mad, please. Please. But just take a maximum 20 seconds. 20 seconds. I'll be right back. You wait right here.
You hiding out from somebody?
No, I'm waiting for somebody to come to me.
Ooh. Boy, this place is getting just like Harry Hope's bar in that play, The Iceman Coming. Everybody sitting around kidding themselves that something's gonna happen. I don't suppose you'd be waiting for Meyson, would you?
That's right.
Well, you've been waiting for him quite a while and very patient. How long are you prepared to go on?
Well, please don't do that to me this morning.
Do what?
You know what I'm talking about. Don't give me advice. Don't criticize me. Don't do a commentary.
In that case, would you like another English muffin?
No, thank you.
What about trying our tasty Welsh rabbit? Makes a great brunch. We even catch the rabbit ourselves.
Thank you anyway.
And you can't blame me for trying.
I'm sorry I took so long. I had a meeting with Pamela, but I don't think she's going to be much help.
Great. Listen, before we start working on the case, I think we should clean up a few personal areas.
What, I forget to shave or something?
Victoria was here. Meyson, I am very uncomfortable about being in the middle of this, but I keep getting stuck there.
What's the complaint this time?
She is unhappy. She feels neglected.
Yeah, it's getting to be chronic. I don't have to tell you how busy I've been with Cruz's case, not to mention my mother.
I know that. She just doesn't feel very high on your priority list.
Well, did she happen to mention that she's been busy pursuing a career of her own, which doesn't leave her much time either? Only enough to feel neglected, apparently.
She said that she invited you to go see her work and you forgot about it.
Yeah, well, that's kind of a Freudian oversight on my part. She knows I don't approve of her doing the film. It's hard to be enthusiastic about something you wish weren't happening.
Maybe you could just rise above it for her sake.
I don't think the Hindenburg could do that.
You know, if I were married to you, I just don't know that I would be able to put up with that at all.
It means everything to me for you to be a part of the wedding, Daddy. Jeffrey and I have been talking, and if it causes you that much unhappiness, we'd rather just cancel our wedding plans and elope.
You will not. I stopped one elope, and I'm certainly not going to agree to a second one. Darling, your mother and I both want to have you married here, right in the garden.
Well, that's what I want too, Daddy, but you're letting your feelings for Pamela prevent that. What, did something so terrible happen between the two of you? You can't forgive her for one afternoon?
I can't forgive her for 1 minute. It's nothing I can share with my family. It's in the past. Sorry, I can't explain. You just have to take my word for it.
Daddy, can't you find it in your heart to make one more concession? She is Jeffrey's mother. Just for the afternoon, you'll never have to speak to her again if you don't want to. And I'll never ask you to. Daddy, please.
How can I not be with you on your wedding day?
Does that mean yes?
Yes. Doesn't change how I feel about Pamela. She is not what she seems to be. And if we allow her to go unchecked, we will all pay for it.
I mean, I don't blame Ted for being fed up.
But I still feel like I owe TJ something. After all, he did save my life.
Okay, and you feel indebted to him, huh? The only thing is, I just wondered whether putting him up at a motel for a few nights might have paid off that debt a little easier.
Daddy, I can't do that. He's helpless, and I would feel terrible. Besides, we did mean something to each other. Once.
And now?
What?
I know that you never entirely got over him, you know, that you're still drawn to him.
Daddy, that's crazy.
Yeah?
TJ's just a friend now, and, I mean, I can't exactly throw him aside just because he's in trouble.
You do what you think is best.
I'm trying to.
I know. Listen, I just wonder, maybe, though, whether Ted will grow to resent TJ's intrusion. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, is TJ's friendship so important to you that you're willing to risk losing Ted? Because if TJ keeps living with you, that's just what could happen.
Jeffrey, I don't think we should be so hard on him. Listen, he told me about some feelings he had for Pamela in the past. He didn't say what they were, but obviously they were major.
Oh, yeah, so bloody major that he has to go ahead and make such a scene about a wedding. You're spending one single afternoon with her. Not even that. Just being in the general vicinity. Now.
Will you stop getting upset? Everything is settled. Mother and Daddy are going to be there. They allowed Pamela to come. Let's just leave it at that.
I don't know that I can do that. I mean, just the mere fact that he made such a scene. I don't even know if I can be civil to the man right
Jeffrey,
now.
Don't don't punish him. I'm sure he has very valid reasons for what he's feeling.
Yeah.
And he's being honest about them.
To a point, maybe.
Believe me, it's not often that I see Daddy being vulnerable underneath all that toughness. Jeffrey, right now he's putting our happiness in front of his own. And I think he deserves a little respect for that.
Well, well, looky who's here. What's it all about, Alfie? What's the matter? You bored with knocking down defenseless women? Looking for greener pastures? The lame, the halt, the infirm? How about a child to abuse? Would that pick up your spirits?
You finished?
No. But you sure are. Gonna get you for what you did to her.
All I did to her was to come here and find out how she is.
Well, she's blind. That's how she is. Well, listen, it's... You know, she's not paralyzed or anything like that. I mean, you don't get 100% on the old applause meter. But cheer up. Doctors say she's probably going to be blind for the rest of her life. She'll send you a thank you card as soon as she can afford a secretary.
It was an accident.
Man, I'm tired of hearing it.
I'm tired of telling you it was an accident. You have an eyewitness to it.
What? Eyewitnesses from the Capwell fiction factory, boy, they just keep crawling off the old assembly line, don't they?
Boy, I can just see it now. You're getting ready to start your next bogus court case, long on distortion, short on facts. Let me tell you something. I am very sorry she has heard my apologies to her, not to you, because I don't give a damn what you're going through after what you put my family through.
Not enough. Maybe it's never going to be enough.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you two were faking this whole thing just to swindle me out of more money.
You did something monstrous. I just have to think of something to do to you that's more monstrous.
Ooh, babe, you look great. Yum, just great. How do you feel?
Fine.
Good. Now, don't be nervous.
No, I'm not nervous, really.
Good. But you can calm me down. Now, listen, sweetheart, you sure you remember what you're supposed to do?
We've gone over the scene like 14 times. I'm fine about this, okay?
All right. Let's see if we can get it in one take now, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's give it a go, all right? Everybody settle here, quiet on the set. All right, we're going to be rolling now. And action. Cut, cut, cut.
What are you doing?
Will somebody get this guy out of here? Who is this guy?
I'm her husband, and what I'm doing is taking her home. How can you humiliate yourself this way?
Mason, you don't understand.
You're right, I don't. You've got a lot of explaining to do.
You are barging in here like this one with me.
Wait a minute, you got to stop
Not
it.
as
Come
close
on,
as it's going to be. Let's go.
Oh, look at this. Do you remember Rorschach?
We once had a Dalmatian called Rorschach. Can you believe that? Oh, no.
Oh, isn't that wonderful, Jeffrey? You in your first white suit.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly, come and have a look, please.
Oh, isn't he cute? Yeah, I've seen this before.
I'm so glad you kept all these photographs. It's such a lovely link with the past. Makes me capture all those moments again. I'm going to make it happen for us again, darling. We're going to be as close as we ever were.
You know, you almost make it sound as if you've decided to stay here in Santa Barbara.
Well, yes, of course. Didn't you know?
No, I had no idea. What made you change your mind?
Mason. He's going to buy me a house.
I see. I hadn't heard that, no.
Who is it? Who's there?
Still playing the poor little blind match girl, are we?
Oh, it's you. Just wanting to make sure you did a good job of it, huh?
Don't pretend with me. I know you're faking. I know you're a liar.
What's going on? I could hear you out in the hall.
Dr. Clark, this is my ex-husband, C.C. Capwell.
Is he bothering you?
He bothers everybody. He thinks his money gives him the right to do that.
Well, his money's no good here. Let's go, Mr. Capwell. The lady doesn't want any visitors.
I'll go without damn well, please.
No, you won't. You'll go when I say so. Get the hell out.
Coming up next on Donahue, the latest yuppie syndrome, using it up all day long and having nothing left for their significant other. Find out why more of them are saying yes to everything except sex. Next on Donahue.